Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my tutorial. Today in this tutorial, we would be looking at how to create a horizontal navigation bar for your website. It would be a very simple procedure, and we just need to perform two or three steps, and we would be done with it. So, without wasting any further time, let's start with it. Uh, First step would be to create a empty folder. Okay, let's name it example. Okay, and inside this folder we would be adding our documents, HTML documents that would be, um, and inside those documents we would be adding our code so that we could have our navigation bar which would be horizontal. So first document that we need to create is our main page onto which we would be adding our navigation bar. For this tutorial we would be using an externally linked navigation bar. So I would be creating a separate CSS file for my for the rules which are defined for my main document. So let's see how we do it. Inside our head tag, we need to provide the link of our externally linked CSS file, which would be containing all the CSS rules for my main document. So I would have to write href. Let's name our file as tabs.css, since it would be a cascading style sheet, so it would have .css extension, and you would have to provide these three things for your style sheet. And the type of your style sheet would be text oblique css, and closing head tag. Now start with the body tag. Let's provide an okay, we will do it in the later step. And closing HTML tag. Now inside our body tag we create our navigation bar which would be unordered list and would be containing the list items. And inside this we would be having our links. Let's have it like this. The hash symbol here means empty link, so your page wouldn't redirect to any other page, since we have not specified the name of any other document or any other page to which you want to redirect. So empty link, so your page would stay as it is even if you click on a link. Okay, so let's close it and let's say home, closing anchor tag, and the closing link list tag, and let's close the UL unordered list tag. Now let's add more items to our navigation bar. So let's copy and paste it. Let's say this one is our gallery. This one would be our contact us link, and this would be our help link. Okay, now let's provide a background. The background would be one.png. Okay, now let's save it to our desktop in our example folder, and let's name it as main.html. The reason why I'm putting it in quotations is that it would save my file as with a .html extension and not with a .txt extension. Now the second thing I would have to do is to drag this one.png file to my folder. This would actually link my body of my main page to this image. The second thing I need to create is to create another folder inside my example folder, and I would name it as CSS. Okay, now let's create a new CSS file and define the rules for our main page. And as you know that even if you don't know, let me just tell you that as that for this in the syntax of our CSS has two main parts, that are the selector and the declaration. The selector is what we provide with a hash. Selector is which we provide with this hash value. For example, oh sorry, I missed out a step in my. Here I need to provide a div tag. Okay, and then let me provide it a ID, and we provide the ID inside the quotations. This is the standard rule for writing the ID. Let's make another div tag and let's say holder. Okay, now let's close our div tag. Okay, now let's save it. Now inside this we need to provide the selector tag, selector which defines the target for our styling. So here it would be navbar. Okay, navbar, and inside the navbar we have our holder, so we are styling for that. And we'll have UL, the unordered list, and here we provide our declaration. The declaration is basically what we specify inside our curly brackets. So we would say none. Okay, margin, let's say 0, padding, let's say 10. Now let's do styling for our UL tag. So we would write margin 0, padding would be 5 pixels, plus style type would be none, text align would be center. Okay, and background color would be #F66. That would be something like pink. Now let's say navbar UL. Now we are doing styling for a li tag, that's the list items. Now we wish to have our list items horizontally aligned, so we would say display it as inline. Okay, this single line of code makes your uh, navigation bar appear horizontal. Okay, now we would write navbar ULLIA. This would be the styling rule for our anchor tags. Text decoration, keeping it simple, we would say none. And padding, let's say 2en1. Okay, no need of space here. And let's say color would be white, and the background I must out a dash here. Color would be again white. Oops, wait. 6 let's write the effects navbar ULLIA, and let's say hover. Color would be and the background color would be mm, okay, and let's say uh, let's say text shadow, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, and say let's save it inside our CSS folder, and let's name it tabs.css. Okay, now now uh, this is what we created. Okay, now as you can see that we are not getting redirected to any other page, since we have already made it center align in the center. We have our links in the center of our page on the navigation bar, and this is the background that we added. And when you click on a link, you would not be redirected to any other page. Instead, you would see that this hash value is added to your address bar. Okay, so this is how we create our navigation bar, which would be horizontally aligned. So thank you so much